sports. It's in the game.
Just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that is complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane when she comes around.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Room to run right away. And he's going to take this all the way home. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Reichard, good with the extra point. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this up to the 44. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Second and a yard. Allen in motion. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's the game of 3. First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Swift. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time with Johnson. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line. So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll go once more from the 3. Third and goal. Moore going in motion. To the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. Allen in motion. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Now McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That one late over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long. Here's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really, to play quarterback at this level, Mike, it's not a matter of how hard can you throw or how fast can you run or the strength of your arm. It's really, can you play the game within the game? Can you manipulate the linebackers and the safeties with your eyes? Can you look off defenders to open up zones for your receivers to run through? It's all the little things, and that takes time. There's an experience factor that comes with that, and if he doesn't start getting some of that progress and development, those kind of decisions and those kind of balls, they're going to continue to get picked off.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. It's a gain of 12 there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll go play action here with Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Taking off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's second and 3 to go. They'll send him over to the left. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. Third down, 3 to go. Off play action. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And this is gonna be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal drop. And that is no good. He missed it. So a very tight first half, a one-point game here at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for two. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Jones. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run straight ahead with Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. On 3rd down, here's Jones. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. 4th down coming up.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's up the sideline to the 25. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second down 5.
Allen in motion. On the handoff, it's Johnson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing is Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now, Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Here's Jones. He's got space inside the 25. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 14 on the pickup. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Now he'll run.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Running is Jones. He's into the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10. A run with Swift. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Swift. DeAndre Swift inside the 25. The speed on display. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for two. Moore going in motion. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack two more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So after the touchdown and the two-point conversion, the lead is 8 as they kick it away. Chandler now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from a... And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker.
That ultra ground move.
The ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright.